time we were on, we went like, oh, we'll try upper sideband, and I didn't really look at the dial. I shut the radio off, and it must have been still on lower or on upper side.
Oh no. I'm trying to remember what the hell I did on Friday afternoon. I was scratching my head when I did 5 minutes ago. I know I was here on lower side, but I have no idea. Maybe somebody came in and you were sandbagging. I don't know.
It's funny. I was talking to Goose, and he was right here with me. No, that's bizarre.
Well, I'm getting old. I'm just here for a little bit. I am worn out, man. I'm really glad I was out all day. We have the branch on our neighbor's tree that, or I shouldn't say tree, it was a very large branch that broke off, came through yesterday and took out 2 of the arborvitaes. Just missed my 160 dipole. Did take the wire down, pulled it out of the glass insulator on the end, so that's okay, but just missed the pole holding it up. But took 2 arborvitaes out with it. Now we got 2 big trees down in the back.
Yeah, I was out all day today, too. I'm putting together a new gazebo on the back deck, and that was a project and a half. And I'm not completely done yet. I got the framing all completed and part of the roof on, but my body said that's enough. I just couldn't move anymore, and it was getting about dinner time, and I said, that's it, I'm done, no more. We'll pick this up another time.
That's what I said. It was early. We cleaned up the thing. Neighbor came over, and he knew what was going to happen. And I had moved the Force 12 that's out there on the sawhorses. Thank God I did, because it would have been a direct hit. So I moved that thing out of the way and put that to the side. And he came over, and he said a tree guy there, and was looking at it. He said, well, his work is so packed up and so forth. He said he can't get out until sometime in May. And I said, well, don't worry about it. It's a little wet and soggy back here right now. And I don't want him, tracking his truck through the back there and ripping everything up. But I said, just, when you get a chance, come over and pick up the bunch of branches, the thicker stuff, just leave there until you can get back here with the truck. And you've got to let me know when you're coming. You just can't show up because you will get attacked. And we got that taken care of. And yeah, then I was helping my supervisor. And oh my God, my whole body hurts, my hands hurt. Yeah, it was a whole day out in the yard.
Yeah, my carpal tunnel was acting up in my right wrist. That was just killing me. I can't, twisting motion, just, trying to tighten screws and stuff. That was just killing me. My back, oh my God. I got well over 8,000 steps in today. Most of that was climbing up and down a ladder, though.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got, I know sometime around 5 o'clock today, Buzz, and I knew I got my 10,000 in. But yeah, I'm just tired. I put the sign back up in the driveway. Beware a dog that it was like 10 years old, and had rotted through, so I put a new one in and got all that stuff straightened out. And we brought the convertible back over, put that in the car, in the garage. I ended up over at our neighbors there for a while we're pulling it out, talking to a bunch of people that we knew, and so that killed like 2 hours, and I was just tired. I couldn't even get up this morning. I don't know why. Yeah, I know why. I got just too many things going on here right now. I said to a supervisor, I'm going to go down. It's almost 8 o'clock, play a little radio, do a couple of, I have to set up some meetings for tomorrow. Told them half a day, and then I'm out. So I got to get some meetings set up, and it looks like either on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm heading down to Cleveland for a couple of days.
unsupervised.
Yeah. Then first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to do an alignment on the 449. That's the first thing. And that's what we're gonna do. A couple other things I gotta do. I gotta put a new element in the plus two, and yeah.
Yeah, there you go, man. You know, get those projects done.
And yesterday I had my realtor buddy over here and went through a couple of things, and I asked him, I said, can you tell me why the house on the top of the street? And he looked at me and he waves a piece of paper and he says, what do you mean it didn't sell? I said, well, the sign is all over the place, and he said, it sold. And he said, and as you know, you don't list a house in February or March, you wait until April. And he said, now take a guess when the house sold. And I asked him, it was like April 2nd or 3rd or something like that. He said, the most important question is, what did it sell for? And he doesn't know that yet because it hasn't gone completely through. It's a, looks like it's, you know, the agreement pending or some nonsense, but the number, he said, you know, we went through our house and what we need to do, I said, from the obvious, I know, yes, we're going to do a, you know, a paint and putty, you know, make it what it ain't, but I had a couple of questions to some of the flooring and so forth, and some of the things in the kitchen, and so when we discussed that, we know what we're going to do, and I'm thinking we're going to list your house for X. And I looked at him and I said, no, you're shitting me. He says, no, I think that's what you can get for this place. And where he lives in Lower Bucks County, he said, this house was in my neighborhood, it'd be about 1.8, 1.9. And I said, come on. And yeah, he thinks we can go up in the next year or two.
Well, I better hope that the election doesn't cause some sort of economic, dive bomb or something. Direct traffic.
That's my job.
Oh, well, I see.
Oh, man, I can't get up, I can't sit, everything hurts.
You're describing how I feel right now.
Sat down on the ground. I was this afternoon. She was doing stuff with the burn barrel and got a call, video call. And I was told it was very rude. I said, everything hurts. I said, my 2 arms hurt, my 3 legs hurt, and so forth. And that's when I got in trouble.
So who was the call? Was it number 2?
Yeah. When I said that, it was, I thought it was funny, because I was in such pain, and when I started to laugh, my whole back, my shoulders, everything started to hurt.
Well, yeah, she ought to know you by now.
Yeah, that's why I got myself into trouble. But yeah. Even the dogs fell asleep, man. They were sleeping in the driveway, and I'm looking at this, and I called them a couple of times, and, you know, their heads moved a little bit, and their eyes looked at me, and I said, we're not going anywhere.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of fresh air, you know, it knocks them out. supervised or something.
Yeah, I had, no, I don't even remember. Morning or afternoon, mistaken. On the weekend, it just kind of totally blown away. Yesterday, it was going to be like an hour, it turned out to be like 4 hours because we were just kind of shooting the breeze. I turned it on, and I know Jake and a bunch of people were on, and may have been tell you we were, and now I don't hear anybody either, so, what's going on? Where is everybody?
I don't know. It's all good, I guess. I don't know.
It's all great to me.
Yeah, there you go. Now we got a thunderstorm heading our way. It should be here somewhere, sometime within the next 20 minutes or so, I would think, or half hour.
Is it going to be bad?
It's a pretty intense one. It's not a very big one, though. It's going to hit hard and leave. It's going to be quick, but I think it might be pretty nasty. It might be some really, really strong winds and maybe even some hail, they said.
You remember like 3 years ago or so we had them tornado warnings?
Well, we get occasional tornadoes here.
I know one went through Niantic back there in Congo, Sassersville. I think back in the 40s my mom was telling me about it.
Oh, looking at the storm approaching, and it's expanding in size. But it seems to be maybe lessening in intensity, but it seems to be expanding in size. So it's like it's probably going to last a little longer, but I don't think it's going to be quite as severe, maybe.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I got my phone here. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now. Let's see here. It is now 8:25. So, yeah, this storm's just about on top of us. It should be hitting us pretty soon, like I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Actually, it should be hitting you already up there.
I'm going to go out and back and take a glander quick.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? 9:50.
No, 9:01.
Yeah, it's a 9:12 to you too, buddy boy.
There's no 9:50. It's either 9:01 or... Oh, you got it.
Yeah, it should be raining here right now. I might have to go run around and close all the windows.
I'm gonna pull everything out of here, and then I'm gonna head up because I think my car's in the driveway, and I gotta go close the window. So if I don't make it, I'll catch you tomorrow. KLZ 27902.
Yeah, it should be 10:40 here, Frank.
I didn't see nothing outside.
What's that, Rooster?
I didn't see anything outside yet.
Yeah, according to the radar, we should be in the thick of things, man. We should be getting heavy rain right now.
I just checked. I'm not seeing any rain in my place yet.
Wow, that's bizarre. I thought I heard a rumble of thunder momentarily a little bit ago, but
Hey, about 10 seconds ago, I thought I see a little flash of lightning, but I wasn't sure.
Might have been gas.
might have been gas.
But I am seeing lightning strikes on my mirror from time to time.
Yeah. I'm hearing static crashes. That's for sure.
Here it's about 2 miles north of me.
Must be coming from your way, Dave. I haven't heard anything. I even got my noise blanker off. It's all quiet here.
It's coming down from the north, or the northwest, dropping down.
All right, well, we'll patiently await its horizon.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like I say, the radar has it knocking at our door. But, yeah, it might have jumped itself a little bit.
Yeah, it shows like it's going through Valley or Hereford.
Yeah.
That's right up your way there, Rooster. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, it's probably about 5 miles north of me.
Oh, you're a little closer than I thought you were then.
Yeah, he's almost to Jersey.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Almost, but not quite. Jersey Shore in Pennsylvania. I hear the lightning in the radio.
You're hearing more than I am. I don't hear nothing.
No, that was the alcohol.
Yeah, well, at least it was a nice day today. I can't complain about today. It was an absolutely beautiful day to be outside.
Yeah, I mowed the grass.
That's where I was. Went out, mowed the lawn, cut another tree, part of a tree. Had to do that. Got chainsaw out, did that. Yeah, I was pretty much out there all day after 11 o'clock in the morning. I waited till 11, but the temperature got up to 55.
1, 2, 3 stopped in.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, it was here around 3:30, I guess it was.
Oh, okay. You guys finally got to meet then.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, Joe. Good deal. Good deal.
They gave me one of them club stickers. I put it on my Jeep.
Did you really? I don't do stickers. Well, I don't do clubs, but I don't do stickers. I would never put a sticker on my car.
Yeah, I don't do clubs either. I prefer a hammer.
It's just like a 2.5 by 5-inch sticker.
10 for it. Yeah, I heard about him. Alex has a handful that he gave Valley Cat. I guess he has to pass them about.
He gave me an extra sticker. I must have left it in the garage.
Happy Sunday.
There's Joker. I know it's raining where he is.
Hey, Joker.
Yo, rooster. Yeah, I was just saying to the wife, I wonder if is it windy or raining out there? It sounds weird out there right now.
Probably a little of both.
Good evening there, Joker.
Good evening. Yeah, if this wind can chill out for a little bit, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I don't like these big, heavy, dusty winds, man.
Joker.
What's up, Rooster?
I got a sticker for you.
Okay, yeah, I did see something about a sticker.
He was going to leave me two, but he only left me one. I think I left it out in the garage, so I'll just give you that one.
10-4, yeah, I was saying the other night, or last night, I was supposed to meet up with them, but I just never had a chance last week.
Well, yeah, I can go with you if you want me to sometime.
Rooster can be your bouncer.
My security, my entourage.
I carry a mean stick. It was actually a beautiful day today. We went to Jake's. Just went around 7:30 or something, and that place was packed.
Yeah, we passed there last night about 11 o'clock. Well, actually, when we were going up into Reading, up Route 100 last night at about 7:30, there was people already lined up to get in for vendors.
What time?
About 7:30 at night, there was two vehicles sitting there trying to get in, and then when we came back around 11 o'clock, there was another three, or there was like 3 or 4 then.
Wow, they were there the night before? Wow.
They must not have nothing better to do.
Yeah, there's guys, they used to line up and down Route 100. I think the cops give them tickets now for doing it, but yeah, during the summertime, especially like Memorial Day weekend and everything, yeah, they're out there, 5 o'clock the night before, if not earlier.
That's way up Perky Sale used to be.
Yep. Yeah, I think I hear thunder out there now too.
It should be through you, or well, you should be in the thick of it anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
You should be in the middle of it right now. You should be getting rain all over.
I think you got to calibrate your radar.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like I'm just on the leading edge of it, or the bottom edge.
Yeah, it's about 5 miles north of me.
There will be visual references once I get the feed up.
You going to cross your feet up for you?
Traffic seems to be out there.
I think that was a double.
And then you're going to prop your feet up?
I'm not allowed to prop my feet up. I got to keep working, keep moving.
I thought that's what I heard you say. You had to put your feet
The feed, the video gate.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. Yeah, I must have something in my ear.
Yeah. Wait for Classic Radio Roundup to get posted. I checked on that a couple of times during the week.
Yeah, I had to do some computer cleanup on the computer I use for the videos, so I don't think I got the last one up.
No.
Hey, 1-3 traffic. 3, spam can. Everybody got ears?
Good evening, Spam Can.
Hey, what's happening?
Sideband Sunday.
Yeah, and Pirate Radio Sunday. 6950 going strong.
Roundup, but it's weird. I couldn't hear you all, but I could hear you. You guys couldn't seem to hear me. I ran into a guy named Bike Buster. Had with him for a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're gonna hear anybody, you're definitely gonna hear Bite Buster.
Mike Buster finally has a neighbor.
I don't know. People are starting to move north.
Yeah, I don't know about that. If you go any further north, you'll be in Jersey.
No, that's to the, yeah, that is to the north of me.
The wind must really be kicking up around here. My front door just slammed shut.
Lightning, too.
Yeah, I think I want to step outside and hold my flagpole for a minute, but yeah, I want to go see what's going on out there.
Yeah. You might win the lottery, too.
I think it's raining now.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
It did indeed get very windy and rainy out at my house.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really dusty. It might even have some hail.
What the hail? Yeah, I knew it was really windy because the as soon as I opened the door, my whole porch was wet. So there was a really gusty wind.
There's been no dent in my antenna.
Oh, no. I think I'm going to have to close my window, man. My shades are flapping at me.
yesterday, last night. Working on my mobile, get the antenna and stuff wrapped up in there. I said, you should have brought it down the river. Although it was windy.
Break.
Coax, and I was just picking up my pen a little bit. That's about it. Everything's already installed. I've seen the coax. We got another breaker out there.
I know on the coax. I heard a breaker in there. Go ahead, breaker.
What's going on tonight, guys? Got a Joker 427 up here in Valley. Well, I just wanted to pop up and say hello, and I'm going to hop back down to 13 for a little bit, then I'll be back.
Alright, Joker, 123 coming at you. And there's probably a couple other people trying to wave at you.
Alright, got you in there, 123. Yeah, I was going to say, who else was giving me a holler?
I just said hi, what's up, that's all.
Yeah, that was E45.
Well, hello back. Got you in there.
Anybody else trying to get out that way?
Always got a good copy on Joker.
Yeah, because you got the spot over there. That's Goose's Roost. That gets out everywhere.
I'm in the woods, man.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you're high up on the hill in the woods.
Alright, fellas, I'll be back.
Joker.
13. It's one of those, better than a walkie-talkie, not quite as good as the CB.
Man, it sounded like a freight train just came through here.
Yeah, still quiet here.
Hatches have been battened.
As long as Radio Cat's comfortable.
Yeah, she followed me around, and now I don't know where she went. She's got to come back.
Yeah, I still got to work on the new Radio Cat. The white cat has come around and become very friendly. I just haven't introduced her to the radio room yet.
You gotta get yourself a Radio Cat, man. That's it's almost like a prerequisite.
Yeah, I lost mine in the first of the year, so no Radio Cat right now.
Radio Cat's back. She's back to her usual spot here.
about all the treasures I got up in Chase today.
Oh, yeah, I still got it. I've lived in this area now for 24 years, and I have yet to go to Chase. I pass it by all the time and keep saying, all these days I want to go there, but I just haven't done it.
Well, it was a good day. I picked up a heat kit battery eliminator. Let's see, 612 volt variable, and it's got two outputs, one's 10 amp and one's 5 amp.
Yeah, it's basically a power supply.
Pretty much, yeah.
battery eliminator. Yeah, AKA a power supply.
It's cheesecake. You see them on marketplace. They usually go $150, $60. I got it for 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Also got a Midland, what is it, a 77861, one of those portable ones.
Oh, they're a cute little radio.
I had one when I was 13.
Yeah, what'd you get that for?
Nostalgia. Oh, $7.
$7?
Yeah, and then some guys gave me a box of stuff, and it had a Uniden PC33X in it. It had coax, speaker, and hold on a minute.
Out here in Cali, and you're going Nashville, Tennessee for
Got this
107
funky
California.
Rode.
What has it got? Funky what?
It's a Rode noise microphone with a built-in echo.
That was a double. What'd you say there? Fix it?
It was a Rode noise. It has a built-in echo with a volume control on it.
That you can take to the curb and smash with a hammer.
Yeah, well, it's wired up for this unit, and I didn't get a mic with a unit.
And you're doing the same thing over here. You keyed up and took away all my static as well. And then,
Spent most of the day cleaning up the
I forgot
battery
the first part, but there was something about
That was all
came out here. Creators can do as well.
You're on there, you know, live on YouTube.
But
I just wanted to wave at you guys. I heard
You joined key up and I like his audio, man. Definitely got some motivations audio going on over there.
searching for some schematics.
Nashville, Tennessee, Louisville, and Bug, something Bug, waving at you from Cali, 470
Oh,
Cali.
and I got a General Electric radio.
That's why I want to go there, you know. You never know what little treasure you might find for dirt cheap.
No, I ran out of money. There was a nice black and chrome D104 there, but it wasn't amplified. He wanted $55 for it. I thought that was a little high.
Yeah, that's a little high for Jake's. I mean, you know, that's almost evening prices there.
I had my barbecue right outside the door. Went outside and flipped my chicken.
The guy got
Sometimes you call him Bug, but he's Super Bug, right? You said Super Bug there, right?
said he was bringing a bunch of ham shit next week.
Everybody else getting that bleed from AM?
I'm getting something, that's for sure. I didn't really investigate it, but I hear it.
Yeah, it's probably just some down getter, so I totally ignore that nonsense.
Yeah, I was hearing it too.
Yeah, I popped down quick, and it sounds like a guy from California and Louisiana, I think it was. I guess they're doing some kind of gate thing tonight.
Good, they can be gating all this wonderful sideband.
Sideband Sunday.
That's right, 27.115 on your lower sideband dial.
That tempo, I don't know if it'll be up later. I've had it running for 2 days, so normally YouTube just times me out and makes me delete it. They won't, you can only watch it while it's live right now. I can reset it.
Yeah, so I got one of these days I want to head on up to Jake's. Never know what you might find up there. Might be interesting for spend a couple hours. It kind of reminds me of a ham fest.
You say you're doing the 8-bushel thing.
Justin said he was going to try to get
Swinging to 500 watts average. So I think it's something like 2 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you just get yourself a table and, hawk all kinds kinds of wares.
I don't have that much wares to haul.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's always that.
I live in a trailer. I got to be very selective with my
There's no difference between
Yeah, I guess storage space is at a premium.
you got a plus side antenna, right?
To say the least.
Yeah, so between the elements,
Yeah, you need like a whole bunch of outdoor sheds or something.
then it's just up to you whether you're going to try to hairpin it or gamma match it. But that's just a matching network.
I don't like that radio.
I'll show you every one of my numbers. It's about 20 feet.
Yeah, in about 2 years you'll bring it back in, it'll be covered with rust.
I got my neighbor Skywalker's antenna. And,
will really be a
I can walk.
Yeah, they can sell it on eBay and say it's a rare one of a kind and list it for $1,000.
Post on Facebook?
vintage.
Yes, vintage, definitely vintage.
All right, send it.
The fine line between vintage and just old junk.
Well, yeah, that's the joke. That's the running joke on eBay. Guys listing realistic Navajo TRC 30As and calling them rare.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of terminology that gets misused.
Yeah, but a TRC 30A is probably the most prolific radio that was ever made. There's so many people got their start in CB radio with one of those.
Everything I learned was only because of God's grace of Motor Ralph Mall explaining things to me, kind of spoon feeding me, and he sent me a program. And you can find the program free online.
Somebody gave me a junk box once that had 3 of them in it.
Or older. That's a hell of a one to do.
Yeah, one of them was half tore apart though. I tore it apart even more. I took all the best parts out of them and tried to make a really good one. And the one that was still relatively good, I sold at a Hamfest, and then the third one was completely cannibalized from parts.
It's going to be from channel 1 to channel 46. So mine's tuned for channel 17.
They couldn't finish.
You're probably a channel 6 superstar, so
You have to think about
you
that.
can do a little bit, different distances.
Yeah, I saved the meter from it, and a couple of the other things, the knobs, and stuff that could be used. Did I save the chassis? I don't know if I did. I might have just trashed the whole guts of it, because I figured, well, I got another one.
Yeah, Paul had a unique one, but I don't remember what the model number was there. You know our buddy that's with the X-Top there, I guess. He had a realistic and push buttons on it. In the front of the mobile, but it was really sharp. Very clean. He had a big gun, I think. He said he got it back and had it refurbished or whatever. I really did a nice job with it. But I had no interest in it, just no interest at all.
They say it had all push buttons with a sideband mobile from 40 channel.
I'm going to go check on my chicken and my rice.
I don't think it was. I don't know. I don't know. I really wasn't interested. I think it probably was. I mean, I don't think it was doing refurbished 23 channel. I think it was a 40 channel. I can't remember the model number. He said they're pretty hard to find. They're not that many around. Like that refurbished.
Yeah, that's probably that TRC 480. It was kind of like the companion to the 459 base with the computer controlled stuff and all. And this one had all the push buttons on it, up and down channel, button controls on the microphone, and yeah.
Yeah, he had that in the box. The whole 9 yards. It was sharp looking. And the other one that he had done too, I think I talked about that before. He had a Washington. Here it is in Washington. He had refurbished. That looked brand new and all that. He was pretty reasonable on the price, but I'm not a collector, you know. I think he wanted me to yank it for 150. I think it was 150. I might be wrong. But I think he wanted 150 for it. You know, he had all the electronics going to be done inside there. We did all original. If there's anything wrong with it, the guy took care of it. But it was sharp. It really was. This thing looked brand new in the box.
Yeah. That is a relatively rare radio. I never ran into too many people that had it. I don't know anybody that ever had one. But from what I understand, it was a good performing radio.
Oh, you mean regular knowledge? You mean the Washington? Yeah, I had one. I did. You know, back then, when you bought it, it was reasonable. It was sideband, 40 channels, the whole 9 yards. And it worked fine. It was on frequency. It sounded good and received good. So yeah, the bang for the buck back in the day, that was a nice rig. So yeah, go ahead, Frank. Hey, good evening, JB. Old JR right back at you.
Look, and I guess my Pirates finally decided to turn it off. He just, right after a song, flipped the switch, and that was that.
He may have popped it too.
It's coming in real strong, too. S9, 10 over 9 there for a bit. But, yeah, now he's gone.
He'll be back. Probably had a situation that popped up. Who knows? He'll be back. This guy can't quit that.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of them are still a little skittish or they're still afraid of the FCC, so they abruptly come in and do their thing for a half an hour or something and abruptly end again.
I don't know. I guess that they had to see it all depends what the broadcast do if they really want to go after it. I don't know if it's that critical anymore. They might just let it go.
Yeah, I think the FCC is probably less concerned with shortwave pirates than they are the ones that are on the commercial FM and AM bands.
Very good possibility. I know they don't sink a lot of money into it. Not even HF anymore, unless they get Rouse or whatever. I don't know. Everything's on a budget.
Yeah, they don't have much of a budget anymore, not like they used to have.
Is that lady still in charge of that?
That lady?
You're a lady. You're right. Working the show.
There was. I don't know if they changed direction yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I don't follow it. That's Liz. I heard that was a few years back.
Yeah, at least to know, but I just can't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't recall. Even if he said it, I wouldn't recognize it. But I'm not into it all that much as far as that end of the stick, you know.
You still talking to Pterodactyl? I sent you a text of all the pictures. Now, being that it's 2 for 17, you may have to do a little bit of adjustments.
Oh, but now I have another cat
Your
visiting.
way around the antenna.
The radio cat is not happy.
Making the tips longer, shorter.
Things you have.
Making the gamma match longer, shorter.
How many do I have straight?
Changing how where the gamma attaches on
I had 4, but one of them died.
the drive element. You know, that'll change your inductance more or your J.
I think 15?
Longer, shorter,
Something like that.
your ohms. And if you can't get it to where you need it to be, you just move the reflect element a little bit closer, a little bit further, and then that'll really help your ohms as well.
Oh my God, now all 3 of them are here. Good Lord, I feel like I'm running the cat house.
What did you have? Did you have tuna fish sandwich for lunch or something?
No. Well, they like to come to visit every now and then. Yeah. Radio cat, of course, is always here. She likes when I come up to talk on the radio. She sits here with me, but she's kind of like antisocial. She doesn't like the other cats all that much, and when they come in here, she gets annoyed. And she sometimes swats at them, but she'll put up with so much, and then she'll leave. And then when they leave, she comes back.
Because it's in feet, your only other option was meters, so it's going to break it down to meters and centimeters. And those are cool lengths. So you got, divide.
She is now, since the other one died.
So once upon a time, and don't get all penmanship too much on here. But also,
She's just antisocial. I mean, when we brought her in, the oldest cat didn't take to her at all, and she didn't take to him.
That's it. All the inches.
It's weird that way.
And divide it in 2 so that you can measure from the center of the boom to the tip of each element. So you can get everything really, really close on point. Now changing any of the dimensions on the driven elements really isn't going to do very much for nothing.
That's the only way you can really do it. Unless you want to isolate them in different rooms or something.
Yeah, the reflect, the driven. The changing on the directors ain't going to do too much. Everything that's going to take up part of
Like
the
in the morning,
going to be driven or your
3 separate balls, and they all go to they go to their each ball, and then they swap. Let me try your ball.
And it's all the same food, right?
Yeah, it's all the same food, so, but they got to try each other's.
You brought a smile to my face, and at least I'm talking to somebody around my age because I used to run the AS400 all the time.
Yeah, because you never know. One might think the other's getting something that they're not.
In DOS mode, man.
Oh, God. It's almost unique cats there. They want everything to be across the board. That's good. I don't know. No more animals for us. We're done with all that. But yeah, I do.
Yeah, of course, we introduced a dog into the mix. That was definitely not a good thing, but,
I take it that was your idea?
No, that was not my idea.
If you don't got enough tuning in your gamma match, and you can't get what you need, because you want all your numbers to be in line, right? So you want your J to be in line, your reactance, which is, closest.
The dog and all.
to zero. Maybe a little bit of negative J is also good, but the more negative J you get, the harder you run something. But the happy place always is resonant at zero. And you want your ohms to be at 50, you know? So if you can't get your ohms to 50, you're not going to get your SWRs down. Sometimes you can get your SWRs down without having your ohms there, but it's still like not the Goldilocks zone. So if you did all you could out of a gamma, I'm assuming you're running gammas because it's hard to isolate the elements when it's one of those plus signers right there.
Yeah.
For the most part,
My dog, for whatever reason, loves the cage.
maybe you know.
She will go in on her own, and she will lay there on her own. And if I leave the door open, she will lay in there all day.
You move, and I'm talking about centimeters, not too much, you know, 1 or 2 centimeters forward, 1 or 2 centimeters backwards on the boom with your reflector element. Leave the driven element in place. But with your reflector element, you move that forward, you move it back, you keep looking at your MFJ, your VNA, what's that other one, call that orange one, whatever analyzer you may have. I always recommend anything that shows you the of the band.
I mean, the dog is actually a really good dog. She does her thing outside. She doesn't have accidents in the house. She goes in her cage willingly, never gives us any grief. Very well behaved dog. She was a rescue, and they told us that for the first, several months of her life, she spent it outside, and they just basically left her outside, and was totally neglected, and she's kind of afraid of everything, and she's not ever, she's just for the first couple of months we had her, she never barked. She didn't bark at anything, and now she's slowly but surely starting to bark at things, and she's starting to become more like a regular dog. But the thing about her is the cats don't like her. The cats want nothing to do with the dog. They don't. We've had to put gates up to like isolate parts of the house that's Catville and Dogville, and I mean the dog would want to play with the cats, and she bounces and jumps and barks at them, and tries to play, and the cats want nothing to do with her.
I'll take a cat over a dog any day.
Now that she's barking, she's definitely more comfortable. Maybe it just took her a little while. And as far as the cat and the dog goes, I don't know. That dog is not.
It's not separated at a certain point by a resistor or capacitor or something.
The cats that we had, that Jack Russell, they were
so that's 4 lengths of wire that are a quarter wave long.
Opposite ends of the magnet there. So, but when it comes time to feeding time,
I never dealt with one of those for some reason. I was thinking that your reflector had the wire that went around it.
Believe it or not, for an
and everyone after that did not have a wire around it, but I know what you're talking about now.
I know. So you respected the cat. I seen fur balls in his mouth, and I seen his fur on under her chin.
Yeah, so I guess what the idea would be on yours is just
one of the cats I think might have a slight bit of tolerance for the dog if the dog would stop being a bit of a spaz. I mean, she's so like hyper excited, she wants to play, and she jumps and bounds, and and I think if she was would chill out a little bit and be a little bit more cautious in the way she approaches, I think the one cat would probably deal with her, but the other two, I don't think so.
My channel 17, I got it to about a 1.05 SWR. So, or PS, WR, whatever they call it. But, that's how mine is right now. I talk on it. I can talk on it.
We got her in August, I believe.
And I think, my extremes, I get about 10 watts per cycle almost.
But on my channel, I get about 1 watt. And, I'm only doing 2,000 watts, so it's not too big of a deal. That's pretty good.
That might be why she's so timid, so to speak. Kinda, I guess. Took her a while to adjust. Still is, probably.
Yeah, but, animals, love them or leave them. But, my little buddy, the radio cat, she's asleep again. She's laying on the chair next to me now. She's back in her zone now. She fell asleep.
It wasn't bad for doing the carrier like that. That was still isn't bad, in reference to some, I always hear the ham guys out there, and no offense to the ham guys, they always talk about, if you get a 1.5 SWR, that's good, and I'm just like, whoa, I wouldn't do that. But it sounds like you're pretty on point.
Yeah, and then love them or leave them. Wasn't that a wife thing there? That was the guy used to say about the wife. No, you can't live with them and you can't live without them. That's what it was.
You can't live with them and you can't shoot them.
Well, that came later. That's when things got more involved.
There's some background nonsense going on, but other than that, yeah, it is pretty quiet.
Box for my vertical or my horizontal, this is just a 0.5, or I got my stretch beam. Now I run a switch box on it, and on the switch box I use an 80 amp relay.
Did your new radio come in yet?
And if you pair them together, if you parallel the sides, I'm sure it'll be
It's on its way. Yeah, looking forward.
160 amp.
Yeah, it's on its way.
Whatever. But
What model did you end up getting?
I put on a big old air capacitor, bread slicer, so that.
Oh man. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had years ago, I had a radio.
So that whenever I change channels, if it's a drastic difference, I can always just move that air capacitor, and it actually tunes my antenna in a little bit better with the channel that I'm on. I can try to make a video to kind of fix it.
But then it does everything I want. It does the scan mode and all that, programming. So anyway, looking forward to it. I had some other work done on it, and so it will do the deal. I won't have to run a driver no more.
No, you can drive that into a 500Z box or something.
But you would just vacuum whatever relay on it. Just for a switch box, something like that, to experiment on something with a 10K carrier. I don't know if that's the best idea.
So hopefully everything works good. Hopefully they didn't clip them damn limiters out.
No, he don't. You don't see none of that. No, he don't. What was I going to say? We were having a discussion about that the other night. I don't know if you were in there or not, about all these new radios and all. They all come from over, where they come from, China. And all of them come over here, and if you don't get them a line cup or whatever, you might as well just throw them out. If you buy it direct,
I got some issues going on over here right now, actually.
Just don't line them up and all that. Forget about it. They're not going to work.
Well, it's a crapshoot, they may be okay, or they may be way off. Some of them need an alignment just to get them on frequency. They're way off, or something isn't set right. Modulation's way down, or power's down, or sometimes you really do have to go through them.
But it's always there. I got another one that works. A 6 GI 7D.
check bought one. And he tried it out 2 miles away. Guy was 2 miles away. They went to FM, and that didn't work out too well. It really sounded bad. And then he went to AM, and the guy said, well, it sounds like you're pinching your nose, but I can understand you, you know. Then he went to Sideband. They couldn't tune them in. They couldn't hook up on Sideband. So I said, who the hell wants to buy that?
Yeah, there's something wrong there. If you pull something like that out of the box and it's not out of whack.
And just get rid of it. You can get yourself a piece of like Ace Hardware or something like that. Get one of those flat copper straps. And then put that, make the same distance with that ring that goes around it. And then figure out where your tuning spot is. And then just put another copper strap over it. You know, something that's bendable, reasonable. Nice, wide. And then bolt that shit together. The rest of the antenna will probably handle it. It's just that's the weak point right there.
Maybe that's why the Galaxies were always off on Sideband. Same thing.
Yeah, well, you know, this Chinese junk, I don't know. And a lot of guys buy these cheap Biofang 2-meter HTs and all, and most of the ones I hear are grossly undermodulated, and you know, you gotta crank the volume up and you listen to these guys with them, and it's like, oh, you know, you get what you pay for. You know, you buy a $30 HT, you get a $30 HT's worth of performance out of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I must have lucked out. I picked one up there, not a Bofang, no, a Waxon or whatever it was. I got one new in the box. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, sapsucker, not gonna go key on him.
Handfest back in the day when they first came out. I paid $70 for it. It has great audio. It does a lot. So I must have lucked out. But that was kind of before all the BS broke out, you know. Whether that has anything to do with it or not, I don't know. But you know, that's when things were normal as far as the COVID thing and all that, you know.
Hey, conditions is a hell of a thing.
I don't know if that played a role in it or not, but I wound up getting to go and I do like it. It sounds good. It's punchy.
What's that saying that they say?
Already, actually. I'm not mistaken. On 220,
preparation, and a little bit of fine life.
Yeah. That's the last time I think I talked to you there on 220. I think that's what you were running. And it did sound good.
Yeah, there's not much going on in that band anymore. I don't know. It's not much going on in any band. I don't know. But I do monitor the local thing there. There's only one guy comes in there. He usually clocks in maybe about 10 o'clock. The ID. Just one guy.
Well, luck is a Mother Nature. Luck is a Mother Nature.
Very ID. Once in a while I'll pick it up. Yeah,
that's
one of the
anybody.
old crew there from over.
Yeah, it's just like a military rules that London did. You know, they did their math, they did everything, they came to win.
But he knew the
But then
whole
when Mother Nature's on their
over
side,
there in Lansdale, the older guy.
ain't no stopping it. Ain't no laugh like Mother Nature.
Tim died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They said there wasn't many of them left over there anymore. They just kind of, you know how life cycle goes there. That's what he was saying anyway.
Well, you know, time just goes by, and you know.
Yeah, he said there's nobody on over there now.
Hey, JW,
Actually,
station I can
changed too. It seems like this has been growing a bit. You know, newer people have been getting back into it, or whatever. I guess COVID may have had a part to play in that too.
I was talking on my 05 this whole time.
Possibility. I mean, I know that young fellow there that was in Gilbertsville. He came in here and
you said we just jumped way up when I went on to the game.
No, he disappeared. Don't hear him no more.
You weren't got the hammer.
I think he used his first name there for a while. But anyway, he was in there only maybe about a month. That was it. He's gone.
Yeah, he got me at 30 degrees overnight.
You're right, though.
He got me about 10 degrees overnight. He's still in the red.
Picking his pace up there. I write them down as they come rolling in there. You got a guy over your way, not too far away from me, has an indoor antenna. Doggone. I got to look in the book there, but he's also a ham operator, too.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. There was a guy, I didn't realize he was a ham, but yeah, he made some kind of vertical dipole or something. Yeah, he was getting in there relatively regularly on Wednesday nights, and then he kind of dropped out of there again.
Yeah, it's amazing how much power will come out of a box that size.
There, I think about 2 weekends ago. I called him, and every time he hears me in there, we sit there and yap a bit. And, yeah, he sounds like he's into it, but he does what he does because he lives in one of those places that don't really let you
I'll send you a little picture of mine, but don't judge me on how dirty my bench is here. Don't judge me on how dirty my bench is. I'm building right now, and that's the way it works.
Well, it's kind of frustrating and hard to really get deeply involved when you're limited in the antennas. You know, when you got to run a Mickey Mouse antenna that's not going to get out real well, it's frustrating, because, I mean, especially here, we have a group that's spread out pretty far, 20, 30 miles from one to another, and, when you're close to somebody, but, the rest of the guys can't hear them, it kind of makes it a little tough,
You got that right. You know when I got time, I won't even clean off the bench. I'll just push it over to the side. You got a big old bench, so I got a little bit of space. Right now,
I have a bunch of people in there, and one of them.
I'm building a 1-2 driving 2-2.
I gotta let you go, so them guys can't hear you.
What is that called?
I gotta let them guys
I have a whole bunch of these last year, so I just said I don't build some
I don't like the hot that way, but
1-6JU6,
they like to talk.
which is a glass tube, like a 6L-Q6 family.
Yeah, I guess that gets frustrating too, because somebody's talking to somebody that I can't hear at all. Crank the gain up, turn the antenna, do whatever. I just can't pull them out. And it's like, listening to one side of a conversation, it's like, okay, and you don't want to key up because you don't know if he's talking. Yeah, that's a little frustrating.
What do they call it? A modulator.
Yeah, that's why I use that.
It's a tube modulator.
5 minutes thereabout. Then after that, I just tell them straight up, hey, I gotta give channel back to them.
Feel free to share the pictures out there, you joint.
Hold it up and I tell them, they can't really hear you. Sometimes I'll even ask, hey, this one, can you hear this? And they say, no, I can't hear. So you know what I mean? I do that and just let them know that's the way it is. But, maybe something in the future it'll do something different or whatever. But, you gotta keep everybody happy.
I can't hear a lot of those guys in the distance either, but it's my antenna. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, we know what the solution is.
Yeah, I know. Haven't got around to it yet.
Yeah, and you know the deal, so it is what it is there. You accept it and you're fine with it. Like you never hear 1, 2, 3. You just don't hear them.
Yeah, I can hear them usually.
Yeah, I can
pretty great at all.
I mean, depending on where he happens to be in his mobile, you know, at certain places he goes where he goes booming in here. Others he's kind of in the mud, but you know.
I heard him the other day. He went somewhere in King of Prussia. I could hear him.
Yeah, that's where he goes. That's his good spot.
Yeah, he goes on that, what, top level or something?
Yeah, I don't know where he parks.
Yeah, I think it's an upper level or something like that, but I don't know. But that's his best shot there.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to walk away. Mama texted me.
Yeah, I heard him flying the other
When
night.
she needs something, I drop all the radio stuff and go in there.
Then again, it's my antenna. That's the problem.
I haven't met a woman that likes radio yet. So,
I gotta wonder if your antenna itself is lacking in performance or something. You know, it's. I mean, your antenna's not high off the ground at your place, but you're probably not different much from the height that Alley Cat's at. But he does much better. You know, so I don't know. You know, maybe your antenna's. You know, maybe you need another antenna too.
You know, I was thinking the same thing about that too. I'm wondering if it's the antenna and not where I had it placed. Although the placement is definitely not ideal and where it is.
you got that right.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it could be a combination of things. It probably wouldn't hurt to get that thing up another 10 feet, but I'm just wondering if, you know, that antenna is, you know, old and, you know, it may just be, you know, I don't know, substandard antenna. I don't know. It's, you know, so who knows? I mean, it sounds good to the locals here, but, you know, you could probably do better, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should buy a new antenna. Because, my
That looks isolated. That looks like
it was in his garage for 20 years.
some sort of plastic in the center.
I don't know how good it really is, and I'd be afraid to put any kind of wattage through it. I'm running 100 watts now, and that seems to be okay. But, you know, I got amplifiers here, you know, that I'm not sure this antenna would take them.
You're gonna hate it.
Yeah, that's true. You know, 600 watts might burn it out. You never know.
Yeah, this antenna may only be rated for 100 watts, if that even.
Well, I know some of the antennas, like that blue Radio Shack half-wave fiberglass antenna that they sold in the 80s. That was only rated for about 50 watts. Because I know somebody that burned one up running a little over 75 watts.
You know, don't touch a dial, Mr. Wolfman radio station.
I had, when I was at Northside, I had one of those old Radio Shack 5/8 waves that was aluminum. Man, I ran 2,000 watts through that, no problem. It worked okay.
That's interesting because the 5/8 wave with what they used to call the collider, which they used to sell. I knew a guy that had one, and he burned it up with 300 watts. He took the antenna off the roof. I helped him take it down. He gave it to me. And I was only about 14 at the time, and I hoisted that thing on my shoulder and rode home with it on my shoulder with my bicycle. It's a fully assembled 5/8 ground plane, you know. And I took a drill to it and popped the the rivets out of the bottom of it, and it was this little PC board in there with just a PC helical coil etched in the board, and it was totally black. He just burned it right up.
Very interesting. Yeah, my aluminum Radio Shack 5/8 weight worked like a champ. But then again, you know, it was like 80 feet in the air. It was on top of my house in Norristown.
Yeah, they were good antennas. You just, you just couldn't put a lot of power through them. Now, Highgain made an antenna just like that antenna, the CLR2. I don't know if Highgain used a beefier coil in it or not, but, supposedly it was made a little better than the Radio Shack version.
Well, I noticed that they have a 5/8 wave available now that's rated for 1,500 watts. So, yeah, maybe I should make a change when I change this. Take this one down, put something else up.
Well, supposedly the IMAX will take 1,000 watts. I think the Antron will too. I'm not sure for how long. I think it's 1,000 watts peak though. I don't think it's carrier power or average power. I think it's just peak power.
Well, I'm also debating. Hustler makes I forget the model number, but makes a 10, 15, 20, and 40 meter vertical that gives you full bandwidth on all the bands. And I'm thinking about changing over to something like that so I can use the ICOM.
There's a tower I found on Craigslist.
Well, that would be a good antenna for the hand bands, but I knew a guy that had one of those, and he used it on CB, and he could tune it up, and it had a good SWR and everything, but it just didn't work all that well. It wasn't good as his dedicated CB antenna used to be.
But,
I'm thinking I can put that up and have a dedicated CB antenna too. Oh well, we'll see.
Yeah, sure. If you got the room to put them, the more the merrier.
That's right.
Well, I got that one guy who's going to drop me off that 21-foot pole, so I could use that for whatever CB antenna I have, and then I'll use that 20-foot of mast, or 20-foot of road tower that I have, and then put another 10 feet on that, and put that Hustler antenna up and use that for the hand band.
There you go. That'll work.
Yeah, I gotta call up and get the money out of my 401k. That's my problem right now. I don't have any money. Well, I have money, but I don't have money to burn. But if I call up my 401k, I can get some.
Yeah, you might as well spend it before the market crashes and we all lose all of our savings.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
I hear you.
Hey man, it's an election year,
I hear you. I think it's already starting.
I guess I'm lucky. I don't have anything in a 401k.
What are you gonna do when you get old and want to retire?
I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to die. I don't think I'm going to make the retirement.
Well, that's certainly a piss poor attitude.
And you ain't gonna like it. You're gonna feel it every day. You get up and go to work.
Now I look back and I think, wow, I really should have done things different. But somehow 20-some years have just flown right by.
That's the problem. That's the trap right there. You think, I can do this next year. I'll do this next year. Next thing you know, 30 years have gone by, and you go like, holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did it go?
What am I doing here?
Let it earn some interest. Hopefully, depending on where the market ends up going. But yeah.
Hey, market now, the interest rate on all that, not that much as it is.
Well, I do have some investments in stocks. I do play with that a little bit, but yeah, that took a hit these last couple of weeks.
Sounds much like
Yeah, last week or so they were fretting about the interest rate cuts that they were expecting. The inflation numbers weren't there, and they don't think they're going to cut. So that made the stock market. Yeah, I can charge the electric car with what's left in my account.
So when we get in this storm?
Yeah, that's a real interesting question because I looked at the radar and we're right in the thick of it, and there was some rain on my window, but it seems to have stopped. I'm like, oh, it went through already, but according to the radar, we're still in the middle of it.
my cable broke on my crank-up tower, man. That thing's
It rained
down.
here finally, but I think it's stopped
Everything
now.
else on top is probably gonna get a spinal injury as soon as it stops.
I'll be ready to put it all back.
Cable cranked all the way up as tight as it could be would give it the stability.
So open it
Because
up.
if it was
Now
just sitting on the
down,
locking
it's gonna
mechanism,
start pouring again.
well, it'll fall into the locking mechanism, is what you're saying. Because if it was cranked up and it hit the stop, then it's set. There's no jiggle, there's no wiggle in the high-speed winds. Even 5-mile-an-hour winds that high up there is something. Depending on the
Yeah, just checking my front steps are all still wet.
That's how I thought.
But there's nothing, no rain coming down right now.
If it got loose and
Yeah, I heard it raining out here. I went out to the garage. I heard it raining out there and some wind. Then I went back out to take another piece of equipment out there, and then I didn't hear it no more. So I don't know. We didn't get much.
Oh man, now I'm getting bleed from another channel. Jeez.
Well,
I've been getting AM bleed on here really bad, and when you see the video gate, you'll see how bad it is.
the store and paying full price for it because you got the
Yeah, I really can't tell if that's AM or it was bleed from another channel. But it was like giving me an S8.
Yeah, that's about what I'm running over here, between 7 and 9.
And your new joints friend there?
It is quiet, except I hear them.
Well, whenever you guys do all that stuff,
They're
man,
very weak.
this is my life in projects. I grew up with my dad, and it wasn't like we always had.
I don't know, maybe those people are on Sideband. I just popped over to AM and they're not as loud.
Me and my parents always got along and had conversations at work.
And when I hear somebody that's doing a project like what you're doing, man, that's awesome. And that's,
Yep.
send me some pictures.
All right, crisis averted.
Oh, you got your windows closed in. Or open. That's what
What you're doing right there,
You got them open again. I hope you're over the storm.
Well, knowing Murphy's Law, now that I opened the windows and put the fans back in the windows again, the storm will come back with a vengeance.
That poor cat can't sleep at all. You get up and down all the time.
Oh, she's fine.
Are you using a program to build your antenna, or using your boom? What you doing?
On one of the brackets came loose and it was on an angle, so I quick ran out there and he helped me, true it back up.
Oh, man. That's all you need is for the tower to come down.
That's what that wild winds do to you.
They'll just tell you what.
I tell you, I mean, I have my vertical lowered a little bit right now. It's not up to where I've had it lately, but yeah, these winds are just brutal.
Yeah, they just don't quit.
Yeah, that's it. They just don't stop. It's just wind after wind. I have a little, it used to be a windmill, like one of those ones you get at the tractor supply company. It's just, decoration my dad gave me. Well, the bearing in the windmill went out, so I just have the windmill sitting there, and I put a little solar light on top of it. That thing's been blown across the yard, every day.
Why do you put a new bearing in it?
Because that's like the list of stuff I have to do that I'm not doing. That's pretty low on it.
Yeah, I had one of the same things there, and the bearing was bad. I replaced it. I had a bearing supply, so I had what I needed on hand. And of course, the bearing I put in there was 20 times better than that Chinese one that they have in there.
Once I get it fixed and figured out how I'm going to mount it, and like I never finished the area that I was going to, where it's at. My dad had just given it to me, so I literally just stuck it out there in the yard above the one well cap. Like, I want to make something around it. It's just one of those things. It's the someday syndrome. Someday I'm going to get to that, but before I do that, I got to do a few other things, and it's just like that someday syndrome.
Well, I got to tell you, that is a pretty popular disease there. That someday syndrome. I don't know if they got pills for that or not.
I don't think any that are legal. But, it's 2 days off, 2 days of vacation, or not vacation, but, Saturday and Sunday. And a lot of days, by the time you get the necessities done, you're just like, I'm not doing the extra stuff.
I don't know. I like nailing them one at a time. If I got something, it's not on the list very long. But, I wind up forgetting it. That's the deal. And I know that, so I just jump right on it and get it done and get it over with.
I'll be honest with you, I used to be like that, and over the last probably 4 years or so, 5 years, my energy and ambition level is just, it's dropped. Yeah, it's not what it used to be.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. You have to, I don't know. I don't know whether to tell you to stand on your head and shake your feet up there and shake yourself up and get it straightened out there.
Yep. Yeah, it's just lack of motivation. Maybe because maybe for so many years I was running so fast, and now I'm just like, I'm burnt.
Well, you know what? You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, what you were into back then, and running around like that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, my internet speed is about as perky as my motivation.
Well, I don't know what that is about, but I guess you got to check your speed right at the incoming source.
Yeah, probably time to restart the router. We got a lot of devices running off of it, so that probably has something to do with it. And this room is the furthest away from the router.
Yeah, you can get one of them extenders there if need to be. I don't know. They got all this new stuff out too, and if you got an old time router there you've had for years and years, it's probably time to update it there and move along, because they keep on changing all that stuff too, and maybe some of the routers ain't quite compatible. Who knows? Can't keep up with all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think when I got it, if it's the only one I've had in this house. And I've been here 7 years, so I think it's 7 years old.
Yeah, what make is it?
I believe it's is it Comcast? I'd have to go look. I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. So you get it off of the cable company.
Yeah. I don't have cable here, but we have their service. I think it's that. I don't think it's Verizon. I don't know. I don't take care of that stuff. I'd have to go look.
I have Verizon service here. It's excellent. Works very well for me.
Just to reboot it.
And I I've been using Wi-Fi. I don't even have a hardwired network.
Oh, so you guys doubled, but I heard both of you. Yeah, I mean, I do need to reboot it probably, and mine comes out of the, it's still the old school coax coming out of the wall into the router.
Cable TV, man.
Yeah, just their data. You don't have cable TV, you just have the data.
Yep, just data.
It's the same pipeline, though. It's just you're just paying for the internet.
Hello, Trashy Trim. Hello, the Trashy Trim. Never eat a pair.
Supposed to be.
Over eating the cactus patch, and I'm talking at you, Trashy Trim, Bumbo. I did have my whole place hardwired here, but I spilled water on my computer, and when I went to buy a new computer, I couldn't find one that had an internet plug. Yeah, they were all Wi-Fi, so I went with that.
There you go, Joker. Why don't you put an Ethernet cable in there? Right?
Your breath sounded good. Eating the cactus patch, and I'm waving.
I just walked back in the room. I heard you say something about the Ethernet cable. Yeah, it's a Comcast Xfinity.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, you know, if you're all the way in the back there at the end of your run, if you wanted to, if you had the extra cable, run an Ethernet cable all the way up to you. That way you got a direct line. You're not going to get no better than that.
No, I'm trying to think. I used to have a big spool of Ethernet cable, but I don't know where that went to. It's probably with Pete's cable. Ran off.
That's another thing they keep upgrading too, the Ethernet cable. They used to. Not so much anymore. I think everybody's going the wireless route.
Yeah, it looks like fewer and fewer things are having Ethernet ports on them.
But at least you don't have to worry about a signal.
That is true.
The old static's building up now.
Just a little bit.
Got 4.5 S units on it.
Right now, all I have is a zero noise level. None at all.
That's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine went down. Mine was really bad earlier. And the other thing, I think I was talking to you guys a little while ago about the president. It seemed like that one was more acceptable to it. Where all of a sudden it seemed like everything just everything just went down. So I'm on the Galaxy tonight. That's been doing it too. But I switched from my vertical to my horizontal and it seems to do it. So I wonder if there's something in this area that's kind of messing with the signals.
You could be getting interference or something.
Yeah, it just kind of like wipes out the signal. I still hear everything, but it gets really quiet and then the signal comes back up. And it was doing it the other day and I quick flipped over to the flat side and it was still doing it. And it's done on multiple radios, so I'm kind of thinking it's something in the area maybe.
Yeah, it could be. There's all kinds of weird stuff that comes on like that.
That's the stuff that puts you in the hospital. Make you nuts. I hate intermittent stuff like that.
Yeah, especially when you can't find it.
Make me nuts. I'm already there.
I guess you're going to make you nuttier.
Yeah, nuttier.
Hey, where's Train been?
Well, he doesn't get in here on Sunday nights, so you won't hear him here. But he missed the roundup on Wednesday, so hopefully he's just maybe doing a long period job or something.
Man, 2 weeks in a row. He's been AWOL for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, hopefully everything's okay, man.
Well, he did text somebody, and they didn't reply, so he's still kicking.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, I wanted to throw it at you. I don't want you to worry.
Well, that's funny though. When we get up there at this age, you never, you look what happened to Mike.
That's it. You just don't know. So yeah, it's always nice to inquire. So yeah. So anyway, he's up and doing, but he's not media. So yeah, it'll pop in there eventually. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will. He's doing his thing. He's busy.
I hear him sometimes during the week, and he doesn't usually come in here on Sideband Sunday.
No, he told me that they're usually doing family stuff on Sundays. Yeah, looks like the rain is completely out of here now.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I got the lawn done today. Got that out of my hair. All looks nice, just in time. So yeah, all good. And with that, I'm going to get out of here cold tonight. Time for me to 10 toes up there, as they say. Bagger. Take it easy, catch you. Enjoy your weekend. And it was good to hear your buddy in there a little earlier, but he kind of got off before I got ready to key down, so it's nice to know he's still kicking his heels too. Something to think of. Joker, catch you later. Good to hear you in there. Mr. Fix-It, if you're still in there, we'll catch you later as well. Anybody else I missed, have a good week. See you later. Good night.
Hey, JR.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing because I'm beat. I spent the day working outside and I'm sore and achy and I just want to go to bed. So we'll catch everyone later. Have a good one. Enjoy.
Yeah, catch you, JR. Catch you, Dave.
Catch you guys later.
Later.
Lator, alligator.
That's what I have. I have an alligator base station.
I was trying to think of something witty to say, but nothing came out.
I was like, my signal gets out real good. People hear me all over the place. But my antenna is only on 10 feet of mast, hooked up to my porch, and I don't hear so well. But I accept that.
Yeah, height, getting it up off the ground matters. Yeah, actually, this right before I left this afternoon, on the flat side on Sideband, 38, I talked to Paris, France again.
I'm thinking about putting new antennas up. I need something for the ham bands, and I really should put up a new CB antenna too, because I don't know if I can put any wattage through the one that I have right now.
Do you have a Shakespeare up there right now?
Yes, correct. It's a Shakespeare antenna, but it's 20 years old.
You don't know the wattage rating on it?
No, I don't know the wattage rating on it. So really I should spend some money and actually buy a new antenna that I know the wattage on it.
Yeah, but make a safe bet.
Just put an IMAX up there.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking either an IMAX or one of the 5/8 waves for the CB, and then I'll put another antenna up for the amateur band. Somebody's supposed to be able to deliver me a 21-foot pipe, which will be good for a new CB antenna. But then again, I got to put up a ham antenna too. I need to put up 2 antennas.
What size is that 20-foot piece?
It's 21 feet, and I just don't think I would be able to pick it up with my Explorer. And the guy said he's going to try to get somebody delivered to me. He thinks he has somebody that can deliver to me. So if that's the case, fine. I'll use that for my CB, and then I'll use my 20-foot of tower and 10-foot of mast for my amateur radio and stuff.
10-4. Well, he needs help. You know you can call me.
Oh yeah, I got your number. No problem.
Joker will be right behind me.
Gotta have somebody to supervise.
That's a big 10-4.
That works. I'm an old guy now. I'm trying to do everything the easy way. So, I'm not going to make it complicated to put 2 new antennas up.
I got a 15-foot ladder that stands by itself.
Well, like I said, if that guy delivers that 21-foot mast for me, I'll use that for my CB stuff, and then I got 20. You've seen that before too, Rooster. I got 20 foot of road tower and then 10 feet of mast to put in that. So yeah, I can put my ham radio stuff up and have a CB radio station too.
Yeah, 10 4, and it don't cost much to put tide wires on.
No, like I said, I'm an old fart now. I like to keep everything simple. I don't like the things to be complicated.
Well, it sounds like you'll have everything there.
I actually have everything here. I just need the antennas themselves. And I got to call up my 401k and get some cash. You can't do it for nothing.
Sometimes that works.